Hello everyone, I'm back again, and this is going to be a short ramp slash re-review of PlayStation Now, and I'll tell you why I'm re-reviewing it. Because of WB Games Montreal, the creators of the game that I showed you in my last little review. That's right. And guess what? They put a copyright claim on my video just because. Now, it's not a copyright strike, but here's the thing. Every time you guys watch my video now, they make money. Now, I was okay when UMG did it with Eminem. I understand that. I completely get it. It makes sense to me. But WB Games Montreal, give me a break. Like, really, give me a break. Arkham Origins, the game that I showed you guys. Watch, I'll get a copyright claim for even mentioning the name. It was made in I don't know, 2011 to 2010. It's now 2020. That's 10 years later and they're still copyright claiming the game. Now, I was showing it to you guys because I thought it was very underrated hidden gem, but you know what? If they're going to copyright claim everything I show, then I'm going to have to just show it without sound or something. I don't know what else to do. Because here's the thing. I'm showing these things to you for your benefit and also just for fun on my part because I enjoy doing it. I'm not doing it for the money, the monetization. So if somebody's making money off of a small YouTube channel, that's what ticks me off the most. I only have 80 something subscribers. And out of the 8 people that watched that video as of in the morning, when I got up and went to work, 8 people have watched it. And of those 8 people, one of them was a WB Games executive. That's right. They have nothing better to do than to literally find and claim everything they possibly can. So you know what? Here's my re-review of the PS Now, and I'm going to be deleting the other video just to spite them. Because I really don't like that. They should not be able to make money off of entertainment. It's bad enough that YouTube themselves insert ads and make revenue off of that. But anyway, that's my little rant for today. Now let's begin. So, we're going to mute. And just in case, I'm not going to show Arkham Origins again because I really don't need that. So, and I can't show you a comparison shot either of both games. Unfortunately, you're just going to have to take my word for it. I'm not going to reinstall all of these on my PS3. I apologize. I would have loved to have shown you a comparison, but the last time I showed a comparison, I got, well, anyway. Okay. So, let's go with this game. Not even going to say the name of it. I don't want to get whatever. It's no wonder YouTubers are struggling to make ends meet. If this was my main source of revenue, I'd be a lot more angry about this. And even then, I'm still angry about it. The fact that I cannot play certain music. Now, this might be, old news to you guys. I'm sure it is. I'm sure YouTubers have figured this out long ago. I guess I just never thought it would happen to me. And especially when I'm trying to show off an old game, which really, you can't even get it anymore. On top of that, the only way you can get it is if you get the disc of it, because there's no digital copy. So, just in case, I have turned the sound completely off on this game. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to play this game. It does require a lot of precision, and doing this with one hand may turn out to be more challenging than it's worth, but I will try anyway for your guys' sake. This game requires a lot of precision, so I'm going to try. Now, one nice thing about PlayStation Now is, although there's a major image downgrade, the games do boot, for the most part, pretty fast. There's another game I'm going to show you today that doesn't boot fast. So, you know. Okay, and ready. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there will be a ton of latency with this game. I can almost guarantee it. Okay. And don't get me wrong, PlayStation Now is better than it's ever been. The input latency isn't as noticeable as it used to be, but it's still there, and so it needs to be brought up. Doing pretty good considering I'm doing this with one hand. Okay, trigger explosion. Woo! Okay. Uh-oh, I'm gonna hit the wall. Oh, I thought for sure I was gonna explode there. I love this game, but it has some major hit detection problems. Oh boy! Yeah. It was bound to happen eventually. Playing with one hand, this game is really a mistake. But as you can see, at least currently, no problems. Before, I used to have a ton of problems with this game. Every once in a while, though, when you trigger power-ups and stuff like I did earlier, you will see slowdown. And there is lag. And one nice thing about PlayStation Now with the PlayStation 5 is that it implements the DualSense controller into its control scheme. And so, you know, the DualSense takes full advantage of some of the haptic feedback. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think I did pretty good. What do you guys think? Okay, so here's another weird thing about PlayStation Now that I noticed just after I did my review yesterday. If you wait a few seconds and you don't stay in the game in question, the game will shut down after a few seconds and a little message will pop up in the corner of the screen here. We're just going to wait for it for a second so I can show you what I mean. There it goes. Game closing in 30 seconds due to activity. So in order to keep their servers, I guess, up and running, they have to close down whatever game's not booting every 30 seconds. So this is a game that I found there was some huge input latency issues with it. I don't know why. Because this is another game that was made in about 2010, again, around the same time as the last game I showed you guys. And it really shouldn't have any problems per se. It also takes a while to load. And I don't know why. Maybe it's the way it was programmed. Who knows? But as you can see, it's taking a while. It doesn't usually take this long to open up a streaming game, so, you know, just to give you guys an idea, tick tock. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Hopefully nobody else copyright claims me by showing you guys footage. I'm hoping it's safe. This one's maybe a little bit more risky because it's a certain company which shall not be named who threw Kojima out of their company. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. As long as I don't put audio, I think I should be okay in theory. But, yeah. And I'm sorry that you guys have to listen to my voice instead of the actual audio of this game. That's a real pain. That's not as fun. Admittedly. Okay. Da-da-da. Yada, yada, yada. I want to skip that because I don't care. I just want to show you guys gameplay. Here we go. Already there's a downgrade in quality. And look at that input latency too. There's huge input latency when using the whip. I don't know if you guys can see that on screen or not. Major, yeah. It's not great. Unless that's how it played originally and I just don't remember it well, but I don't think so. I think it played much smoother than that. And I mean, this is an action game, so you need that instantaneous reaction. Dun, da, da. Now, just so you guys know, although my camera's showing you like a lot of blue on the screen, it actually doesn't look like that at all. It actually looks more, more proper colors with gray. But because the OLED screen emits blue light, now you're seeing it firsthand why, I mention blue light all the time. And that's even with the warm, the warm two color thing. So again, it's not bad. It's not perfect. So that's another one. Now we're going to go back. One game I was surprised ran pretty good was this one. I thought for sure if there was any game that was going to give this trouble, it was this one. Because this one on the PS3 used to run at a smooth 60 frames per second, hands down. No problem, no issues. Again, this might be hard to do with one hand, but I'm going to try. I'm scared that if I'm using some of these bigger titles, they're going to copyright claim me again. If they do, they do. But I'm still deleting the other video just to spite WB Games. Those guys, the reason why it bugs me so much is because WB Games is known for adding microtransactions in their games. Look at Shadow of War, for example. Oh, look at that. Unfortunately, your network delay might make PS Now unusable. And there's another error that you might run into with PS Now. So one thing I didn't go over the last time I reviewed this was, kind of what you get with PS Now. And you do get a lot for your money. The problem is, other than the last video I just sent in about what my main problem with it is, the problem is that you are limited in a way because over time they take things away, just like Game Pass does, in order to make room for more things. And so this is kind of like your PS3 game selection. Go down. Sorry guys, I'm going through this kind of quick, but I think you can kind of see, and you can pause the video if you want to see, like, the whole thing. There is a lot of good stuff on here. However, there's a few things missing, too, that I think they should have kept. And, like I said, things go away. Like, why is Painkiller here? That's a terrible game. It's probably one of the worst games I've ever played. Anyway, whatever. But I mean, you got some Sony exclusives like this one, and you've got, your REs like that one, but of course you don't have any of the good. No, sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's not that these REs are bad, they're just not as good as, in my opinion, the remake of 2. Now, mind you, it might be in downloads, I don't know, we'll go and take a look later. And again, there's a lot of games here, but a lot of games that are fluff, in my opinion. And there's also a lot of doubles. And I don't know why there's a lot of doubles. I don't know. I'm not sure if you've seen them up on screen yet, but I know I ran into a couple when I was scrolling through here last time. Maybe they're gone now and they're going to make me a liar. But I know they're there because I've seen them, and I've seen them several times. Okay. Like, for example, I'm trying to think, what would be a good example for that? I remember looking at it earlier, but I can't remember the title because... Here we go. So there's Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge, right? The expanded, better version of Ninja Gaiden 3, but if you scroll up... There's Ninja Gaiden 3 again. It's the same game, it's just the original game, and then there's the enhanced version of the game. So, but it's still the same game, and they do this a lot. Like, a lot more than you might think. So then you get doubles of games that you don't necessarily need. Anyway, That's just my little rant for that. So yeah, we the selection's pretty good. Um, could be better, could be worse. I personally found the selection to be okay, not amazing. Here's the one that really bugs me. I really thought they put more effort into this, but this is all it is. And yeah, that's it. There's like nothing. For PS4, there's a little bit more, but I mean, probably a lot of games you've never played before or that you've heard of that you've never played before. Or maybe there's a lot of games here that you recognize. There wasn't a ton of games I thought. I thought that they could do way better than that. Then there's your downloadable section, which is it's okay, I guess. I mean, at least Borderlands is in there. Darksiders is in there. Darksiders 2. Those are good games. You could download those, play them for free, and then delete them if you wanted to. Destroy All Humans is an okay game. Days Gone. But I mean, you can get that for free in the PS collection, so. Grim Fandango. Gravity Rush 2. God of War 3 Remastered. Like, these are all half decent games that you can download for free. So maybe that's where some of your money might come from when you subscribe to this service. But again, it's still not good enough. Considering the slew of games that PS4 had, it's not good enough. Like, I don't care what they say, it's still not good enough. There are so many other games I would have put on there, and so many other hidden gems that I would have introduced. Like, I don't know. Let's see if it's actually. I didn't see it. Maybe if we search it. They probably didn't put it on here because it's a relatively unknown game. Yeah. See? Like, they don't put any of the hidden gems on here. None. And they don't really put anything out of the ordinary either. They put the easiest possible ports on here, and then eventually they take them away. So yeah, I'm not overly impressed, and even more so I'm not overly impressed because now I can't not use this service, because if I don't use it, I'm going to feel like I got ripped off. And maybe it'll improve over time. Maybe. But I'm doubtful. Like, if it hasn't improved now after, like, I don't know how many years of being out, then yeah. So I've got one more for you guys. See how this plays. I played this before on PlayStation Now, and honestly, it didn't play very well at all. It was choppy as heck. It didn't work. So, it's a breath of fresh air to see that it actually plays half decently now. There is a little bit of input latency during combat, though. And the colors look just completely washed out in this game until until you hit the more exploratory part of it, if I can put it that way. And yeah, that's right. Ninja Theory worked on this, which unfortunately Xbox now owns them. Boo. Oh well, it is what it is. And again, the other thing that bugs me about PlayStation Now is having the start button mapped to the touchpad. I really don't like that. Sorry, start and select. So start's on the right, select's on the left. Why? Yeah, just because. And again, most games stream and they load pretty quickly. Not too bad. Definitely quicker than your original system, but the original system just is able to pull out a lot more details and graphics and... Okay, I shouldn't say that. it's able to pull out more details in graphics, or more detail in the graphics because it's on the original hardware, but that doesn't mean that it's necessarily better. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad for an old game. Yada yada yada. I cannot skip this cutscene. I'm sorry, guys. I was hoping I could, but you can't because these old games won't let you. Da 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 da. Anyway, I guess we gotta watch this whole thing. Spoiler alert! If you've never played this game before, I'll just cover up the subtitles. Oh, and by the way, he doesn't look that white. That's just my... I don't know if it's the way my camera's catching the light or what it is, but yeah. He doesn't look like that at all. Okay, so now that things are back to normal, can kind of... Okay. Yada yada yada. So yeah, it works. There's a bit of input lag or input latency when you're wielding your little staff around there. But yeah. And so that's PlayStation Now in a nutshell. Is it worth the money? No. Even at the discount price, no, it's not worth the money. I don't think. And yet I have to convince myself to use it as much as I can so I can get my money back. That's just a... well, you heard it in my other video. Anyway, I would wait and see what PlayStation offers as a competitor to Xbox Game Pass, because PlayStation Now just isn't there. It's got too many kinks. It's got way too many like slowdowns and input latency, even though it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. And it's just, in my opinion, too expensive. For only $10 more, you can get PlayStation Plus, and honestly, that's worth way more than this. So smash that like button if you like my video. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Ding that bell if you want to see what I come out with next. I'm losing my train of thought. Subscribe if you haven't already. And stay healthy and stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.